Hello there, Jakson here. Welcome to the channel. Nice to have you as always. Are you ready? Have you finished your website and are about to hand it over and give it to your client or your team? About to let them loose on all that beautiful work you've just put together? Well, if you are, then you should probably be thinking about locking down certain aspects of your theme and your editor to make sure that those beautiful authors and editors don't get over creative with your beautiful new website. So I'm going to share with you 5 top tips, 5 top snippets to help lock down your WordPress site. Which one's going to be my favorite? Well, I know which one it is. I'm going to share it with you in today's video. It's locking down your block theme. Right then, here we go. It's a bit of lockdown action going on. We've got 2025 theme running on 6.9 WordPress. Yay, 6.9. Got a few themes installed. 2025, as you've seen. Got Frost and Ollie. Frost is by the legend that is Brian Gardner. Both of these are, Ollie you probably know about. Both of these are brilliant base sites. Quite a few options and bits and pieces, but there's a couple of bits I want to show you on there. And I've got my starter theme installed as well, which is a much more bare bones package than the Ollie and Frost options. Mine comes with 0 fonts, 0 opinion about this, that and the other, monochrome color palettes, all that sort of stuff. So it really is like your boilerplate. Okay, let's go take a look at our first issue that we're going to lock down. Let's go to our pages and we can just use the about page for the time being. Right now, so we've got 2025 installed, so we're seeing the starter template pop up there. When we go to patterns and we say, show me all the patterns, we get a list of all the patterns, strangely enough. There's all the patterns that are included in the 2025 theme, and we can tab through them, and there's 132 items. Okay, it's quite a lot of patterns. Let's get back to our theme, and if we go to customize it, i.e. get to the editor, we go to patterns in the editor, we will see that we've actually only got 70. Something is amiss. Now, to be fair, I've done a video on this. That video there, link is up there and in the description. When I first discovered this, it just baffled me. What it is if we go have a look at the end of the list, the last page, none of these patterns have got anything to do with the patterns that are on, or rather come with, the theme. These are being pulled in by the WordPress.org pattern library site. And quite why you would want your users to have access to something that has got nothing to do with your design or your website or your theme. I mean, it's just beyond me why this is default. And it's like it's opted in and there's no way to opt out of it. Unless, of course, you get a code snippet sorted out. So let's sort that out. If we go over to our code editor, see here's our themes here, and I've got the snippets open here for lockdown block themes. And just a word on this. So if we go to, say, the functions for Frost here, you'll see a little item within this theme setup function that's remove theme support core block patterns. There's a function for it, and that appears on Frost. It appears on Ollie. I've got it obviously in my starter theme, but it's not on 2025 because we don't know. Okay, so let's get our code snippet and copy that, and we'll actually, just so we are doing things properly, we're going to actually put this into a child theme. And here's my 2025 child theme. Install that, activate that, and that's available from my website on the freebies page if you want a 2025 child theme. Let's go have a look at that. That should be popped into our directory here. There it is. And it's pretty simple. It just, if we get the functions open, it literally loads CSS and JavaScript. And look, of course, it removes the core block patterns. But if we just comment that out and we go get our functions, this is what you want to drop in your theme or in your snippet plugin or your functions.php if you're building a custom theme from scratch. So there you go. So let's get back to our about page. Let's refresh that, reload, and go to our patterns and go to all, and there we go. Only 70 items now. That's cool. Right, next up, if we go to the media tab, you'll see we've got images. Don't know if you've ever noticed that. And then we can just pick them up, stick them in. But we've also got this tab here called Openverse. And Openverse is the WordPress project that collates all the open source and free to use kind of images from everywhere around the world. And it's amazing. It really is a wonderful, go and check it out. It's a brilliant project. But I don't want folk putting in random images into my finished websites ever. You know, it should be curated through the designers and what have you. And if you want to use Openverse for your images, go to the website and curate them that way. I just don't want it in there. So that's another code snippet. If we go grab that from our snippet file, chuck that in, save that, refresh that, back to our media, and it's gone. Happy days. Okay, next up we have got, when we go to blocks, let's do a search for something like table. Okay, we do indeed have a table, and we do indeed have a pattern there is a pricing table, so it's come up for that as well. But hang on a second, we've got we've got plugins here, and we could actually be editing a page and go, oh, look for a block. Oh, it's not there. I'll just install a plugin. Absolutely no, thank you very much. So let's sort that out. Now, to be fair, this is just for administrators, but I do give my clients obviously administrator access. You know, probably just one person, you know, one login for that. But let's get it sorted out on our snippets, and here's our snippet right there. Let's drop that in, save that, and refresh that, and get our blocks in. Let's go look for that table again, and nothing. We don't get it. Super cool. Now, you might be saying, well, okay, well, if you know, they can still go and install them. If they've been given administrator access, they can install them with this admin menu links: install, activate, deactivate, update. So I'll give you a little bonus snippet at the end here that will hide the plugin menu in the admin for all but selected few folk. Right, what's next? Well, I've got actually another user logged in here. He's an editor, and if we go to pages and contact, and let's have a look at this header here, maybe get the settings open, might make the screen a little smaller. And on all the options for the block, you see you've got edit as HTML, edit visually, edit as HTML. Now, to be fair, it's so tucked away, it's never really a problem, but I've created a quick snippet for this as well, which will stop that having access. And also it stops it from this one, which is probably more of an issue than the one in the options drop down. So let's just pop that in our functions of our child theme, back to our editor, refresh, and you'll see that that's gone. No HTML edit, and the coded editor there is grayed out. Cool, bit belt and braces, but very good. Now the next one is actually probably my number one for locking down sites on client handover, and this one is for, just close that settings, is for when you give access to content managers, you know, the blog writers, authors, all that sort of stuff, they automatically get access to every single block that there is in core and that you brought in through plugins or custom blocks, that kind of thing. And I mean, look, it's just ridiculous. You don't need it. You just don't need it. And also, as far as making sure you're controlling the presentation, I don't want content editors or authors to have access to put in whatever the heck they like. We've got to maintain consistency and limit the amount of blocks to only those that they'll actually use. So this is really my favorite. If we go to our code snippets again, restrict blocks for non-admin. So this is going to restrict the blocks for everyone other than the top level admins. Let's get that in there. I'll just walk you through this one. Essentially, it's using some very clever stuff to limit the blocks that anyone below administrator sees in that block inserter. And so super easy to maintain, because you just literally go, oh, okay, we forgot they actually need this block or what have you. Plus you can as well give them access to non-core. So that's contact form 7, for example. Save that. Back to our editor login. So this is our editor, not the admin. Actually, stay on that. Save that. And now if we go to our blocks, look, isn't that beautiful? Look, oh, there's our little contact form 7 widget too. Monstrously good. So you're not limiting them creativity because they're, you don't really want them to be pulling in columns and groups and covers and stuff, because any of those components you will make as patterns for your theme, for your finished website, for your client. So if they want to put in a whole new section, they put it in as a pattern. They don't sit there and create it themselves. You've built them a website with all the components and patterns that they need, and all they need to do is perhaps throw in, okay, we need some buttons there because I want to link to the page that's describing what have you. Anyway, love it. That's my fave, my super fave. And what about that bonus? Well, the bonus is if I go back to the admin login and we go to users, I'm going to up the editor, make the editor, change their role to administrator, change back to their login. And if we go to, we'll give that a refresh to reload him as admin. And if we do that search for table, of course, we don't get the options for the plugins because we've turned that off, remember. And on the main admin, we do get access to absolutely everything, including our install plugins, add plugins, and obviously update plugins. So let's sort that out with this bonus snippet. Let's get that bonus in there. Drop that in our child functions. Save that. Now what this does is that it says you need to set what the user ID is for the person that, or the login that sees the install plugins, the update plugins, delete and activate plugins. And because it's a fresh install of WordPress and I'm the first user, then my ID is 1. So if we save that and go back to our editor login, well, our editor who is now an administrator login, then we've got our plugins there, and we refresh that and the plugins have gone. Lock it down, baby, lock it down. And there you go, just a selection. I've got some more of these, which I'll share with you soon, but just a selection of how to make sure your wonderful, beautiful new WordPress website is nicely locked down. Link is, of course, in the description to go download those snippets, get them into your next website build and make sure you're nicely locked down. And if you want a bit more WordPress block theming action, try that one for size. But until next time, I shall see you later.